Clarity is the foundation of all achievement. Without it, you're like a ship sailing without a destination, drifting aimlessly, hoping the winds of chance will take you somewhere worthwhile. But high achievers don't live by chance. They live by design. They have a clear, compelling vision of what they want, and that vision becomes their North Star, guiding every decision, every action, every step they take. Clarity is not just about knowing what you want, it's about defining it in vivid detail. It's the difference between saying, I want to be successful, and saying, I want to build a thriving business that generates X amount of income per year, impacts thousands of people, and gives me financial freedom to travel the world. One is a vague wish. The other is a well-defined target. High achievers don't operate on wishes. They operate on goals that are clear, measurable, and precise. A clear vision doesn't just excite you, it aligns your energy and focus. Think about it. When you're unclear about what you want, your energy is scattered. One day you're working on one thing, the next you're distracted by another. You start something, then stop, then start again, wondering why you aren't making progress. But when your vision is clear, distractions lose their power. You're no longer pulled in 100 directions because you know exactly where you're going. High achievers don't just create a vision, they commit to it. They write it down, they refine it, they remind themselves of it daily. They make it so real in their minds that it feels like it's already happening. Because here's the truth, your mind works best when it has a clear target. Just like a guided missile locks onto a destination and adjusts its course until it hits the mark, a clear vision allows you to self-correct, stay motivated, and persist through obstacles. Clarity also breeds confidence. When you know exactly what you're working toward, fear loses its grip. Doubt fades because uncertainty is no longer in the driver's seat. And when you move with confidence, opportunities begin to appear, resources align, and the right people start showing up. That's not luck. It's the power of a focused mind at work. But clarity doesn't just come from thinking, it comes from deciding. Most people wait for clarity before they take action. High achievers understand that clarity comes through action. They make a decision, move forward, and refine as they go. Because they know that waiting for perfect clarity is just another form of procrastination. Success is not built on motivation alone, it's built on discipline. Motivation is fleeting, it comes and goes like the wind. One day you're fired up, ready to take on the world. The next you feel drained, distracted, or unmotivated. High achievers understand this truth, which is why they don't rely on how they feel. Instead, they build disciplined habits that keep them moving forward regardless of their mood, circumstances, or external conditions. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It's putting in the work when others are making excuses. It's choosing long-term success over short-term comfort. The disciplined person understands that real progress isn't made in bursts of inspiration. It's made in the consistency of daily effort. It's made in the repetition of small actions that, over time, compound into massive results. Look at any high achiever and you'll see a pattern of disciplined routines. They don't leave their progress up to chance. They structure their days, protect their time, and commit to habits that move them closer to their goals. They exercise even when they don't feel like it. They read and learn even when they'd rather relax. They practice their craft relentlessly, knowing that mastery is built on repetition. While the average person is looking for shortcuts, the high achiever is building the discipline to outlast everyone else. But discipline isn't just about working hard, it's about working smart. High achievers don't just stay busy, they stay productive. They know the difference between activity and progress. They don't waste time on distractions, meaningless tasks, or things that don't align with their vision. They focus their energy on high-impact actions that bring real results. And because they are disciplined in their habits, they don't have to rely on willpower alone. Their success becomes automatic, ingrained into their daily routines. Discipline also creates freedom. Most people think discipline is restrictive, but in reality it's the key to a better life. When you are disciplined with your time, you have more of it. When you are disciplined with your money, you have financial security. When you are disciplined with your health, you have more energy and vitality. The person who lacks discipline is always at the mercy of their circumstances, reacting to life instead of creating it. But the disciplined person? They are in control. They shape their future, not by chance, but by choice. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the process. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of failure, but the response to it. High achievers do not fear failure. They expect it. They know that every great accomplishment is built on a foundation of setbacks, mistakes, and lessons learned. Where others see failure as a stop sign, high achievers see it as a stepping stone. Resilience in failure begins with a mindset shift. The average person views failure as proof that they're not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. They take failure personally and use it as an excuse to give up. But high achievers view failure as feedback. They understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth, but a necessary part of growth. Every mistake reveals something valuable: what doesn't work, what needs to change, and where improvement is needed. When failure strikes, most people retreat. They let one bad experience define them. They allow discouragement to take root, and soon they stop trying altogether. But high achievers refuse to let failure dictate their future. They don't dwell on their losses. They analyze them, adjust their strategy, and move forward stronger than before. They see failure as a temporary condition, not a permanent outcome. History proves this truth time and time again. Every great innovator, entrepreneur, athlete, and leader has faced rejection, setbacks, and failures on their journey. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team before becoming one of the greatest players of all time. Walt Disney was told he lacked creativity before building an empire. The reason they succeeded was not because they never failed, it was because they never quit. Resilience also requires emotional strength. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, but what about when nothing seems to be working? What about when you've put in the effort and the results still aren't there? This is where most people give up. But high achievers push through discouragement. They don't let temporary defeat shake their confidence. They understand that persistence always wins in the end. Failure is not something to be avoided, it's something to be embraced. It is the refining fire that strengthens character, builds wisdom, and sharpens skills. The path to success is never a straight line. It is filled with obstacles, detours, and dead ends. But the person who refuses to stay down, who rises every time they fall, is the one who ultimately reaches the finish line. Success does not belong to the lucky or the naturally talented. It belongs to those who are willing to put in the work. High achievers don't wait for opportunities to come knocking, they create them. They understand that effort, persistence, and a relentless work ethic separate the extraordinary from the average. While others hope for success, high achievers work for it. A strong work ethic isn't about working hard once in a while. It's about consistency. It's about showing up every single day, putting in the effort, and refusing to settle for mediocrity. Most people work hard when they feel inspired. High achievers work hard because they are committed. They don't wait for motivation to strike. They don't rely on good moods or external encouragement. They have trained themselves to work, whether they feel like it or not. Discipline fuels work ethic. The average person gives up when things get tough. They start strong, but the moment they hit resistance, they slow down or quit. High achievers, on the other hand, push through difficulty. They don't shy away from long hours, extra effort, or the sacrifices required for success. They understand that hard work is the price they must pay to achieve their goals. And because they are willing to pay that price, they reap rewards that others never will. But a strong work ethic is not just about working more. It's about working with purpose. High achievers don't just stay busy for the sake of it. They prioritize what truly matters. They eliminate distractions, focus on high-impact tasks, and maximize their productivity. They know that success is not about how many hours you put in. It's about what you do with those hours. The difference between success and failure is often found in the small, unseen moments. Choosing to work instead of procrastinate, to study instead of scroll, to push forward instead of making excuses. Work ethic also builds credibility. People respect and trust those who are known for their dedication. Employers promote them, partners seek them out, and opportunities follow them. The world rewards those who are dependable, disciplined, and willing to do what others won't. And beyond external rewards, a strong work ethic instills self-respect. Nothing builds confidence like knowing you've put in the effort, that you've earned your results, that you didn't take shortcuts. There is no substitute for hard work. Talent can open doors, but only work ethic will keep them open. Connections may help you get started, but only effort will sustain success. The question is, are you willing to outwork the competition? Are you willing to do what it takes, not just once, but every single day? Because in the end, the person who is willing to put in the most work will always have the advantage. The way you think determines the results you get. High achievers understand that success is not just about talent or luck. It's about having a mindset that is constantly growing, learning, and evolving. They don't believe in limits, they believe in expansion. They don't ask, can I do this? They ask, how can I do this? Growth-oriented thinking is the difference between staying stuck and moving forward, between settling for mediocrity and reaching your highest potential. A growth-oriented thinker embraces challenges. While most people avoid discomfort, high achievers see difficulty as an opportunity. They understand that growth comes from pushing beyond what is easy. The mind, like a muscle, only strengthens when it is stretched. So instead of fearing obstacles, they welcome them. They know that every challenge is a lesson, every setback is a teacher, and every failure is a stepping stone to mastery. This mindset is what separates those who plateau from those who continuously rise. The average person stops learning once they leave school. High achievers never stop. They read books, seek mentors, attend seminars, and study their craft relentlessly. They know that the more they learn, the more they earn, not just financially, but in wisdom, opportunities, and success. They are always asking, what can I improve? What can I do better? Because they understand that staying the same is the fastest way to fall behind. Growth-oriented thinking also requires a shift in how you view effort. Many people believe that working hard means they are not naturally talented. High achievers see it differently. They know that effort is what transforms potential into greatness. They don't expect to be experts overnight. They understand that mastery takes time, repetition, and a willingness to improve, little by little, day by day. They don't let temporary discomfort stop them because they see the bigger picture. Another key to growth-oriented thinking is surrounding yourself with the right influences. High achievers know that the mind absorbs what it is exposed to. They intentionally place themselves in environments that challenge them. They seek out people who think bigger, dream larger, and push them to elevate. They avoid negative influences, toxic mindsets, and small thinking because they know that growth requires the right soil to flourish. Perhaps the most powerful part of growth-oriented thinking is the belief that success is never final. No matter how much they achieve, high achievers remain students of life. They don't let past victories make them complacent. They understand that there is always another level, always something more to learn, always room to grow. This hunger for improvement is what keeps them moving forward when others settle. Time is the great equalizer. Everyone gets the same 24 hours in a day, The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who struggle isn't the amount of time they have, it's how they use it. High achievers understand that time is their most valuable asset, and they treat it as such. They don't waste it. They don't let distractions steal it. They master it. Mastering time begins with clarity. High achievers don't wake up wondering what they should do. They have a plan. They set clear priorities, knowing that not all tasks are created equal. They focus on what moves the needle, what truly matters. The average person spends their days reacting, checking emails, scrolling on their phone, jumping from one unimportant task to another. High achievers, on the other hand, are proactive. They take control of their schedule instead of letting their schedule control them. One of the greatest skills in time mastery is the ability to say no. Most people struggle with this. They say yes to everything, meetings they don't need to attend, commitments that drain their energy, distractions that pull them away from their goals. High achievers protect their time fiercely. They understand that every yes to something unimportant is a no to something crucial. They don't allow the urgent to crowd out the important. They also understand the power of routines. Success is built in the quiet, disciplined moments of daily habits. High achievers have structured routines that eliminate wasted decision-making. They know when they wake up, when they work, when they exercise, when they learn. By following a system, they remove guesswork and maximize efficiency. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on structure. Another secret to mastering time is deep work. Most people stay busy, but few are truly productive. High achievers block out time for intense focus, free from interruptions. They don't multitask, they single task. They turn off notifications, eliminate distractions, and immerse themselves in their work. This level of focus allows them to accomplish in hours what others take days to do. Mastering time also means mastering energy. Time is useless without the energy to use it well. High achievers prioritize sleep, exercise, and proper nutrition because they know a sharp mind and a strong body lead to peak performance. They don't burn themselves out chasing success. They manage their energy so they can sustain their efforts over the long haul. Ultimately, time is either invested or wasted. High achievers make every moment count. They treat time like money, spending it wisely, investing in growth, and avoiding useless expenditures. While others let time slip through their fingers, high achievers take full control, ensuring that each day moves them closer to their vision. Success is not just about intelligence, skill, or hard work. It's about mastering your emotions. High achievers understand that emotions are powerful, but they do not let them dictate their decisions. They have learned to control their feelings instead of allowing their feelings to control them. They know that emotions, left unchecked, can destroy focus, damage relationships, and derail progress. But when properly managed, emotions become a tool for growth, resilience, and success. Emotional control begins with self-awareness. Most people react to situations impulsively without understanding why they feel a certain way. High achievers take the time to observe their emotions. They recognize frustration, disappointment, and anger when they arise, but instead of acting on them, they step back. They ask themselves, why am I feeling this way? Is this emotion helping me or holding me back? This ability to pause and reflect gives them power over their reactions. They also know that emotions are temporary. A bad day does not mean a bad life. A moment of fear does not mean they are incapable. High achievers do not make permanent decisions based on temporary feelings. They don't quit on their goals because they feel discouraged. They don't lash out in anger and burn bridges they may need later. They understand that emotions come and go, but their actions leave lasting consequences. Emotional control is also about mastering the art of response. Most people react instantly to negativity. They complain, argue, or get defensive. High achievers do not waste energy on emotional battles. They stay calm under pressure, refusing to let stress, criticism, or negativity throw them off course. When faced with conflict, they choose logic over emotion, strategy over reaction. They know that emotional intelligence is just as important as any other skill in achieving success. Another key to emotional mastery is learning how to channel emotions productively. Fear, frustration, and even anger can be powerful motivators if directed correctly. Instead of letting setbacks defeat them, high achievers use disappointment as fuel. They turn pain into power, rejection into resilience, and failure into wisdom. They understand that emotions, when properly harnessed, can drive them forward instead of holding them back. Emotional control also strengthens relationships. High achievers do not allow pride, jealousy, or insecurity to interfere with their connections. They communicate with clarity, listen with patience, and resolve conflicts with wisdom. They know that managing emotions is not about suppressing them. It's about directing them in a way that benefits rather than damages. Mastering emotions does not mean avoiding them. It means using them wisely. The person who can stay calm in chaos, patient in frustration, and focused in adversity holds the ultimate advantage. Success is never achieved in isolation. High achievers understand that the people they surround themselves with shape their mindset, their habits, and ultimately, their future. They know that excellence is contagious, and if they want to reach higher levels, they must align themselves with those who inspire, challenge, and push them to grow. The truth is, you become like the people you spend the most time with. If you surround yourself with mediocrity, it will pull you down. If you spend time with people who complain, make excuses, and settle for less, you will unconsciously adopt the same mindset. But if you surround yourself with winners, people who think bigger, aim higher, and refuse to settle, you high achievers are intentional about who they allow into their inner circle. They seek out mentors, visionaries, and those who have already walked the path to success. Excellence is not just about learning from successful people, it's about eliminating toxic influences. High achievers know that negative environments drain energy and limit growth. They are not afraid to walk away from relationships that no longer serve their purpose. They don't waste time arguing with small-minded people, engaging in gossip, or surrounding themselves with those who lack ambition. They understand that every association either elevates or diminishes them, so they choose wisely. They also know that success is not just about who you know, it's about how you engage. They don't just network for the sake of collecting contacts. They build meaningful relationships. They add value to others, contribute to the success of those around them, and align themselves with people who share their vision. They understand the power of collaboration, knowing that great things are never built alone. But surrounding oneself with excellence is not just about external influences. It starts from within. High achievers hold themselves to high standards before expecting it from others. They are constantly learning, improving, and striving for mastery in their craft. They lead by example, attracting like-minded individuals who share their drive and determination. Ultimately, success is not just about skill or knowledge. It's about environment. A person's potential is either nurtured or stifled by the company they keep. High achievers make it a priority to immerse themselves in a culture of growth, innovation, and relentless pursuit of excellence. They understand that when they surround themselves with greatness, they have no choice but to become great themselves. Success begins in the mind long before it manifests in reality. High achievers understand that their beliefs shape their actions, and their actions shape their destiny. They do not wait for proof before they believe. They believe first, and then they create the proof. They have faith, not just in the world, but in themselves, their vision, and the unseen forces guiding them toward their purpose. Faith is the foundation of all achievement. It is the inner certainty that even when things are uncertain, even when the path is unclear, success is still possible. High achievers do not need every detail to be perfect before they take action. They trust that the pieces will fall into place. They move forward with confidence, even when others doubt, even when fear whispers in their ear. They know that doubt is a choice, so they choose faith. But faith is not just blind optimism. It is a force that fuels action. True belief leads to effort, discipline, and persistence. When you truly believe in something, you don't give up at the first sign of difficulty. High achievers do not let temporary setbacks shake their confidence. They understand that obstacles are not a sign to quit. They are a test of faith. The strongest faith is forged in adversity, and the greatest achievements come to those who refuse to surrender to doubt. Faith also extends beyond self-confidence. It is about trusting in a greater plan. High achievers often recognize that their purpose is bigger than themselves. They believe that their talents, their struggles, and even their failures are all part of something greater. They do not get lost in worry or fear because they know that as long as they stay the course, the right doors will open at the right time. Belief is also contagious. When you carry unshakable confidence in your vision, others begin to believe in it too. High achievers inspire people, not because they have all the answers, but because they have conviction. They make people feel that something great is possible. This belief attracts the right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances. And most importantly, faith keeps them moving forward. When others stop, they persist. When others question, they remain sure. When others doubt, they stand firm, because they know that nothing great has ever been achieved by someone who didn't first believe it was possible. There are two types of people in this world, those who take and those who give. High achievers understand that real success is not measured by how much they consume, but by how much they contribute. They know that wealth, wisdom, and influence grow when shared, not when hoarded. They do not chase success just for personal gain. They seek to create value, to impact lives, and to leave a legacy that extends beyond themselves. Most people operate with a consumption mindset. They want more money, more entertainment, more comfort, more recognition. But they rarely ask, what am I giving? High achievers think differently. They focus on serving, solving problems, and making a difference. They understand that the more value they create for others, the more success flows back to them. They don't just ask, what can I get? They ask, how can I help? How can I improve the lives of others? How can I contribute something meaningful to the world? This mindset applies to every area of life. In business, the most successful companies are those that serve people, that provide solutions, that create something valuable. In relationships, the strongest bonds are formed by those who give, who uplift, encourage, and add to the lives of others. In personal growth, the ones who truly thrive are those who share their knowledge, mentor others, and lift people up rather than only focusing on their own advancement.